This is Vinyl Voices Radio. ESPN 97.5.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm John Goodman.
Dusty Sundahan. What a sound.
It is a good sound. A sound that everyone hears it and they know.
They know.
Yeah.
It's a good night. That's right. It's a good
You don't hear a sound and go, ooh, I think that's a Dr. Pepper.
No, not. Rolando knows. That's a good sound.
It's a good time.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah, we are back. This is Vinyl Voices Radio on ESPN 97.5. And our music guest this week is Vosotros.
Yes, sir.
Back Pew Brewing Company. That's what we're
Great stuff,
enjoying.
man.
Cheers. Back to you.
Yes, sir.
Need to hurry up and wrap up the show so we can finish off this pizza over here from Frank's. But let's talk about what song we're going to hear next.
So, yeah, this song is going to be a slower one. It's called Dolores. And it's, it's a slow song, but it's just a crescendo throughout the whole song. I'm not going to say anything else until after.
Perfect. Then let's listen to Dolores.
Cuidarme o no, pero ya me voy. No es justo tanto sufrir por tu amor, porque ya no me quiero morir. No, cuánto odio tú sientes por mí. Si no hay razón, todo el día le pido a Dios, por favor, sácame de tanto sufrir. Ya no me digas que me quieres, que me adoras, solo sal de mi vida. No me pidas perdón, perdón, perdón. ¿Cuántas veces lloré por ti? Yo descubrí todo tiene su fin. No hay perdón. No me importa lo que hables de mí. No. Por favor, ya vete de aquí. Ya no me digas que me quieres, que me adoras, solo sal de mi vida. No me pidas perdón, perdón, perdón. No pidas perdón, perdón, perdón. No pidas perdón, perdón, perdón.
That was
Dolores.
Dolores.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that was Dolores, but I would say that was an intense song.
Yes, it's a very intense build of a song. Yeah, starts off a little slow, ends up with almost like a breakdown.
Right.
Like I said, no boundaries in our music.
Yeah.
We kind of do whatever we want.
It's sung with such conviction too, like just it's so powerful. I mean, it kind of again builds up just like along with the music, but
Yeah, so this type of song, it was heavily influenced by like obviously like mariachi music. I grew up with like José José, which is huge Mexican artist. He was almost like an opera singer. Great voice, amazing voice. So I wanted to like pay homage to him. Be just like it's very vocal front, like right. That's like the main thing. It's the vocal melody.
yeah,
Everything is just like as if it was an orchestra, just kind of like support.
right. But even this song, still just the melody and music all comes first, and then lyrics.
Yes,
come.
this song was written. The music was written first, and then the lyrics are written after. I was actually we always joke about like, oh, before during break, I was talking to them about how I rewrote the lyrics to the song like 6 times.
Wow.
I tried my best. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do the rock and roll thing where I'm gonna get drunk, and then I'm gonna write some lyrics. Horrible idea.
What was that one about?
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, I rewrote it 6 times. Like, it's one of those things where I was just like, you know what? I read it the next day. I'm like, this is garbage. I'm just like rambling on some dumb stuff. And so these lyrics, like I was just like, driving is the best for me. I kind of get into, I'll be listening just to the instrumentals, whatever comes natural. I'm very, very adamant about saying like writing my music has to be natural, even the lyrics. So I was driving home from work and I literally had to pull over and like I was on my phone because I was like, this is it. This is the lyrics. It was flowing out naturally. And I wrote the song. The song is a song's about a toxic relationship. It's not necessarily about me. This is about a family member of mine who went through some really horrible stuff, and it's like a double meaning, right? Dolores means pain in Spanish,
Right.
but it's also a name.
Right.
So it's about this person called Dolores who caused this person like an immense amount of pain.
Right.
So that whole song is a buildup of like, I mean, obviously, you don't understand lyrics, but like it talks about how you were supposed to take care of me, you were supposed to love me.
Yeah.
So don't ask me for forgiveness when you're in trouble.
Right.
And that's the song. Yeah.
Man, that's intense. That
Yeah,
is-
I know. It's
and
kind of
universal. I mean, everybody.
yeah. I mean, everyone has
lot
gone
of-
through some. I mean,
yeah.
and this is the one where people are like, man, that song hits
Yeah.
because pain is universal. We all go through struggles. We all go through all this type of stuff, and
And music can express that very well.
yeah,
Even not knowing the lyrics.
No, yeah, and then that's what I try to admit all the time is like, even if you don't really know what I'm saying, I want you to kind of feel what I'm saying.
Right.
You hear the song, you're gonna say, oh, the song sounds happy. This is a happy song. Like you kind of can understand, like,
Right.
okay, there's some pain in this, or there's some struggle or conflict, and that's the main purpose.
Oh yeah, we all heard it before it even,
Yeah.
or just kind of like when we get ready for this stuff, we're like, send us a song so we can listen to them.
Yeah, and I try to give y'all a good variety.
Yeah, but we
Give
all
y'all a
heard it.
roller coaster of
like-
Vosotros.
Oh yeah, this one came from not a great place.
Yeah. It was I wrote a song about someone's situation that was very difficult, and
Yeah.
I try to portray that as best as I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all kind of had our own idea of how the video should go.
Yeah, no, hey, y'all have the freedom to do whatever y'all want.
Just like at the end, I think Jason said he's standing over somebody with the spear,
Yeah.
apologizing.
Yeah.
No, y'all do what y'all want. As long as that's what y'all feel, and I love listening to people's like perspective of it. Even if you don't understand what they're saying, like this is what it makes you feel, and I love that. I love hearing that
Yeah.
because it's like I said, music is universal. You don't even need to speak the same language.
Yeah.
And just like bands like Rammstein, right? You're like, oh, I don't know what the hell they're saying,
Right.
But you're like,
You're into it.
or something, it's universal, and that I love that. I love that stuff.
I mean, the Italian operas.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, Pavarotti, which is like
Yeah.
Luciano Pavarotti. I mean, I love that dude. I listen to that stuff, and I mean, chills.
Yeah.
Sends chills to I don't know what he's saying, but it sounds beautiful and amazing.
I mean, he's not saying something positive.
Yeah, maybe.
Most
Yeah,
of the time.
yeah. I think his most famous song's about a clown.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's depressing.
yeah, a
Scary.
depressed clown. That's like
Yes.
that's the song, you know. And I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's we were talking a little bit kind of about, you know, where all this music comes from, and I think for the next song I want to ask about certain bands that you might have been listening to that influence that, but we're also talking about Besame Mucho Festival and
Yeah.
you know, kind of that whole vibe. And so bands from that era, do they influence a song like this any, or?
The one we just listened to, or
Yeah.
the one? Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, so like I said, I grew up with like my first language is Spanish, right? And as a kid, all I listened to was like Spanish rock, Spanish pop, Spanish radio, like the oldies from my parents, and so it was all Spanish. So like Besame Mucho Fest was like that's like my childhood right there.
Right.
I mean, it's in every genre, that's right there. Like corridos, like Spanish pop. I mean, it has everything that I used to listen to as a kid.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, obviously that all that stuff really influenced even the song I just wrote. Like in terms of the composition of the guitars, I mean, this song could easily be like a mariachi song, like easily,
Right.
you know. It influences so much. That's just my upbringing.
Yeah.
You know, I wasn't introduced to English music until I was like in middle school,
Right.
or someone was like, "Hey, listen to Metallica." I was like,
Nice.
"Okay, all right. What is this? Metallica, Linkin Park?" I was like, "System of a Down, what?"
Yeah.
And then that was a whole nother branch, which is what we're gonna listen to in the next song.
Yeah.
Yeah, all 4 songs sound a lot different from each other.
I love it.
Yeah.
You don't want to hear the same song 4 times.
Exactly.
That's like going to Besame Mucho, but just listening on, you know,
one band.
to one band. Like you're exactly.
No, and one of the biggest, like, for me, I really look up to a band called King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Every album they release is like a whole different genre. It still sounds like them.
Right.
They'll have a thrash album. They'll have like a disco album. I think they even came out with like a black metal album. Like, they do whatever they want, and I love that.
Yeah.
I love that they're not boxed in. They're just like, we do what we want. You know what we're about.
Yeah, but you still know it's them.
But it still has their core, like,
Exactly.
you
Their
still know
sound.
it's their sound,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
If they're doing like a thrash metal song, they're not gonna get the thrash metal amp. They're just gonna use like a Fender amp and crank it, and they're gonna make the best out of it. You know, I love that. I love that they can experiment with different genres, but you can still tell it's them, and that's what I like.
Yeah.
Experience with different genres, but you can still tell it's us.
Nice.
All right, we're going to take another break, and we get back, we'll listen to some more Velasco and Tog, and have a beer and some pizza.
Yeah.
This is Final Voices. Be right back.
This is Vinyl Voices, brought to you by Adley Law Firm, Houston's personal injury attorneys for 30 years.